Okay, so on to the next track or performance of Sammy's Casual Sonic Monster series, man. This one over here is called Skid Row. Quicksand Jesus, never heard of Skid Row, never heard of this song. This is actually, this is brand new to the channel. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. For those of you who are only jumping on now, go straight back to the beginning of the series and watch from there. Trust me, there is something for everyone. I promise you, there's something for everybody, right? If you like the political stuff, there's something for you. If you like the heat, like sort of banger stuff, there's something for you. If you like the story stuff, there's something for you. If you like the deep lyrical stuff, there's something for you. Great little mix of music. Let's just get into it, man. Skid Row, Quicksand Jesus. Let's see what we've got over here. Let's go. Wow, this sounds old. That's a very interesting question. Do we live in fear or faith? Tell me now. I mean, let's just apply that to today, right? Where nihilism is on the rise and secularism is on the rise in like a massive way, right? We're trying to take Bibles out of school because we tend to think that we don't need them, right? Children don't need a morality structure, right? Because I love that. I love the argument that, oh, we don't need the Bible to know not to kill someone. Yes, yeah, well, now we do. Now we don't. Now we don't need the Bible to know that, right? But all of those things are biblical. Every single one of those fucking things of thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet their neighbor. All those kind of things that you know as common sense now, those are all biblical virtues. To actually sit there and profess that, well, we don't need the Bible to know that. Yes, but the reason why you don't need the Bible to know that today was because of the Bible. That's literally why. You know what I mean? That is literally how humanity, that's literally how people were structured and controlled to a certain degree. You can say to control to a certain degree. Back in the day, they needed a structure. They needed a moral system to control the crowds, to control the masses, right? And all of those virtues are actually very good virtues, right? Not killing someone, but to sit there and detach them from religion, to say, well, we don't need that because, well, we fucking know. We know that obviously, not killing someone is a bad thing. Yes, the reason why we know it today is because those things were created from biblical scriptures back then and were passed from generation to generation to generation to generation. It could have just as easily been like murder is cool if that was the biblical doctrine and that was passed down through generations to generation to generation. It could have very easily been that, right? Those narratives can change very quickly, but you know how you wreck a society? Take their moral structure away. Take a set of standards that they live by, regardless of whether it's attached to a god or a faith or whatever else, regardless of that, right? Take that structure away and tell them that their lives are meaningless, that they're just bags of flesh, that they can go and just into the abyss and just chase decadences and feel good moments and cheap happinesses and vices because it like don't even think about restraining yourself on anything because YOLO, we all live once. You know what I mean? We all have to be whoever we want to be and all that kind of bullshit, right? Do that and see how society wrecks itself. Do that and see how society erects itself, right? And you can see it. You can see it today. And it happened in the Roman Empire as well. Exactly the same thing. People got overprivileged that they got silly. And the moment it got silly, Rome wasn't invaded. Rome just literally collapsed from within because society got hedonist. Three things took down Rome. Societal hedonism, political corruption, and an economic collapse. And all those things coincide. And now go to today. Let's fast forward all the way to 2023. And please tell me which checkbox hasn't been checked with regards to the things that took down Rome. Please tell me. I mean, so anyway, carry on. Faith is important. Very low. Like also where he says we chase the shadows of belief, which is actually a good thing. I always say, the best religion in the world is whatever you believe in, right? As long as it gives you hope. But believe in something that gives you hope. Believe in something that's greater than yourself, than who you are as a human being, right? Believe in something that actually puts you in a position that you are at least in service to others and not only in service to yourself, right? Because without that, then what are you? What's the meaning and the purpose of your existence, right? And that's the actual narrative, that's the play we have today. It's like, oh, well, fucking, we all going to become mealworm anyway, meal anyway. Fucking YOLO, let's do whatever, right? So yes, they're pleasuring the physical side, but they completely wrecking and tainting the soulful side. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we are spiritual beings, and spiritual and physical needs to be aligned, right? And if we don't align those two, and we've literally just say, well, it doesn't actually matter, right? It's okay for me to be an OnlyFans girl, and for me to fucking take people's money, right? While saying that it's a patriarchal system and blah 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 blah, and you know what I mean? Fucking hate men. Give me your money, please, on OnlyFans. Anyway, that's another fucking topic altogether. But to actually go down those avenues where you actually see like, okay, well, I'm going to objectify myself. I'm going to put myself on OnlyFans to get money, and that's somehow seen as an empowering woman. No, that's the wrecking of the human soul, right? That's not empowerment. Empowerment is not selling yourself online to horny men. That's not fucking empowerment. But today we're meant to believe that that's empowerment. Empowerment are people like my wife, right? Who studied 7 years to get the degree that she's got, right? To become the intelligent person that she is today, right? Intelligent, independent person that can fucking push back on me in an intelligent way, right? Because she's smart and she's powerful. Do you know what I mean? That's empowerment, right? Saying that women are empowered by going on OnlyFans and selling themselves. No, they're tainting their souls. They're destroying their souls. And then the reason why people in society want to move away from the Bible, they want to move away from faith, and I'm not saying that you need to stick to the Bible or whatever else, but they want to move away from like a certain structure, a standard that you got to live by, is because people feel guilty. And when you do these things, and when you sin, you feel guilty for it, right? But you want to continue sinning because it's cool. You want to chase the cheap happiness, so it's cool. So what do we do as a society? We remove the standards by which we live by, saying, oh, no. If the Bible says that we need to live by a certain standard, then fuck the Bible. You know what I mean? Let's just push that aside, and then I've got no rules to live by. And then I can do whatever I want, and therefore I don't have to feel guilty. Because when you do something that is wrong, when you sin, you do feel guilty. You do feel guilty, and that taints the soul. And when it taints the soul, you start playing into justifications because you know that there's a moral standard. So what we do as human beings is we try to ignore the moral standard, but that'll never go away, because if you bend the fabric of reality, it's going to snap back. It might not snap back now. It'll snap back later down the line, but it's going to snap back. You cannot bend the fabric of reality. You literally cannot do it. It's going to snap back, and you're going to pay the price for it. At some point down the line, you're going to pay the price for that. Anyway, carry on. something completely off topic over here. You know, when you actually see these guys with tattoos, like back in the day, specifically when I was younger, like if you had tattoos, you were the rebel, right? You were the rebel. Like you're a rebel if you had tattoos. Oh my God, take a look at him. Like he's got tattoos. You know what I mean? Today it's like if you don't have tattoos, you're the rebel. It's actually crazy how it's flipped. You know what I mean? Because the whole of society is just, you know, they've got tattoos. It's now become a norm. You know what I mean? So if you're the guy today that is completely clean with no tattoos, you know what I mean? You are the rebel, which is crazy. You are the counterculture. That's fucking mad. So definitely a very religious song. I actually like the actual concept of quicksand, Jesus, I'm so far away from you. It's like how quickly people can slip away into faith. It actually could be another way in terms of like when you are in quicksand, all of a sudden you believe in something. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Nothing will turn an atheist to religion faster than a plane going down, than a tragedy, right? Than a plane going down at 1,000 miles, nosediving at 1,000 miles an hour into the ground, right? For an atheist to clutch onto something and be like, I don't know what's out there, but whatever it is, please help me. Like, please help me, right? They'll talk to atoms if they have to, right? Atoms will become their God if they can help them at that particular moment. So that's what I'm saying. Like I say, the best religion in the world is whatever you believe in, right? As long as you hold into something that offers you hope, something that offers you meaning, something that puts something that puts you in a position to serve others, right? And not to just be consistently narcissistic and that, you know, you're consistently in service to yourself and there's this echo chamber of it's me, right? There needs to be some level of spirituality, morality that's above your fucking temptations and above your fucking decadences, right? And like I said, we don't need more people believing in a God. We need more people acting as if one exists. I don't know if one exists. I can't tell you if he does or doesn't, or if she does or doesn't. I can't tell you if a God exists or not, right? But I'd prefer to act as if they do. As if a God does exist. I prefer to act as if a God does exist. You know what I mean? I might be wrong. Doesn't matter. But I'd be terrified if I'm actually right. I'd be terrified if I'm right and didn't act as if one did exist. I'd be more terrified of that. So yeah. Anyway. Very clever on the Quicksand Jesus. I like that. Passing on of the faith. It's always a good sort of metric to follow by in terms of when your life is in complete turmoil and everything's going fucking wrong, to actually think to yourself, who am I accountable to? I mean, if you're accountable to nobody, then maybe that's a start of actually realizing that maybe that's the fucking problem. Right? When you feel like you're accountable to somebody, that's when you start, and you live that way, like you're accountable to somebody, right? That's when your life starts changing. It's like, wait a second, like this is greater than me. I'm accountable to my family, I'm accountable to society, I'm accountable to a God, right? The moment you remove that accountability from society and make them accountable to nothing, well, that's why you get the hedonism you see today. Anyway, I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one.